trucking, man. What's up, y'all? Lynn Ray here, day number 3 of CDL school, and that car just ran the red light. Excellent. I'm glad that car didn't take off. So, day number 3, CDL school. Today we'll be driving again, and I'm gonna get there probably around 25 or 30 minutes early, and I'm going to work on my pre-trip. I've actually, that's kind of my thing right now. I just really stressed on that pre-trip. I don't think the driving will be an issue. I think that'll come. I've driven a semi before. I don't think that'll be an issue. I think it'll all start to come back, and it'll be good. But that pre-trip, so I got my GoPro with me here, and I'm gonna use my helmet or my head mount because using my camera, which I've done numerous times now, it's very distracting holding something in your hand trying to talk and record. So with the GoPro, I'll be able to just look at the piece, point at the piece, and not really focus on holding a camera. It really throws me off when I'm doing a pre-trip. Sometimes I'm doing a pre-trip, and in the back of my head I'm thinking, is the camera pointed at the right spot, right? Because I want to watch these pre-trips afterwards, right? So with the GoPro, we should not have that problem. And I wish I would have done this sooner on day 1. So luckily it's only 2 days later, so we are good to go. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It is 32 degrees, so it is freezing right now, but there is absolutely no wind. It feels really nice. Very crisp, cool air. We got the beautiful mountains in front of me. Beautiful, beautiful mountains. And we are surrounded by mountains here in Salt Lake. Literally, we're surrounded. Salt Lake is in a what I would call a valley. I guess it is a valley. And so we're surrounded by mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm actually almost at the CDL school right now. Get my CDLs. Hopefully, not hopefully, but I will get my CDLs in course is 4 weeks. I'd like to be ready and prepared by, at the end of week number 3. So that's my plan. I will probably still, obviously continue with the 4-week-long course. But yeah, super excited. This is fun, man. I honestly, I was a little hesitant going into, not really hesitant, but just putting in a notice and all that stuff. But over the last 3 days, I've become I haven't become excited because I was already excited, but that hesitancy has kind of gone away. I feel like I'm doing the right thing, Just checked in with the instructor, and I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a little pre-trip, and just make sure we are G to G on that. I don't want to put that on the back burner and worry about that later. So I've actually been doing pre-trip training every single day, multiple times a day. I do it before I actually go to bed, laying in the bed at night. But we got to get this correct. All right, we'll see you in a sec. I began by opening the jockey box. I would then show the instructor that I have the keys to this vehicle in my pocket, jockey box here. I would check for a properly charged number 10 rated BC fire extinguisher. I would check for extra fuses. I would check for proper number of warning triangles, 3, and I would then chock the drive tires. Overall appearance of the vehicle shows no damage. Clearance lights properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broke, or bent, and are the proper color. Right turn, left turn, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broke, or bent, and are the proper color of amber. Clearance lights are the proper color of amber. Headlights properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broke, or bent. I will then check for general condition of the vehicle for things such as leaning, which would indicate a flat tire, broken shock, or leaf spring. I will then check underneath the vehicle for leaks, such as coolant, oil, or fuel. Move to the passenger side engine compartment. Driver side hoses, properly mounted and secure. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Clamps are tight. Alternator, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. Wire connections, properly mounted and secure and are present. Wire insulation is present and has no cracks or frays. The belt, properly mounted and secure, no cracks or frays, and has no more than 3/4 inch play. The main belt, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or frayed, and has no more than 3/4 inch play. The engine exhaust, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broke, has no black soot indicating a leak. The frame, not cracked, broke, or bent, and has no illegal welds. That concludes this side of the engine compartment. Driver side. Driver side hoses, properly mounted and secure, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks, and and clamps are tight. Coolant tank, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no signs of leaks. Level is between minimum and full. Cap is secure. Hoses have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. Power steering reservoir, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no signs of leaks. Level is between minimum and full. Cap is secure. Hoses are properly mounted and secure. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. And also there is no sign of leaking. The oil should be between the minimum and full lines. I'll go ahead and check that now. I'll pull that out, wipe it off, stick it back in, pull it back out, and it should be between minimum and full. All right, so this next section you're about to hear is the 3-gear driven pump section. Now, I was told by my instructor that after I say each one of these parts, I have to also note that they are gear driven. An example is the water pump is gear driven, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no signs of leaks. Hoses have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. And then I would say the power steering pump is gear driven, right, etc. Right? So just a note, if you are in the state of Utah, it is required that you say is gear driven, or at least it is at this CDL school. All right. Next, we have our 3 gear driven pumps, or water pump. Water pump is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broke, has no signs of leaks. Hoses have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. The power steering pump, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no signs of leaks. Hoses have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. The air compressor, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no signs of leaks. Hoses have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks, and no illegal airline splices. Steering system. Steering box is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. All nuts and bolts are present, and there are no signs of leaks. Pitman arm, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. Castle nut and cotter key are present. Drag link, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. Castle nut and cotter key are present. The upper steering knuckle, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. The frame is not cracked, broke, or bent, has no illegal welds. Next we have the suspension, the shock absorber. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no signs of leaks. All nuts and bolts are present and secure. Leaf spring, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent, missing or shifted. The center mount, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. U-bolt and nuts are present and secure. Front and rear hanger, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. Nuts and bolts are present and not missing or loose. And bushings are not damaged. That concludes the suspension. We have the brake system. Brake hoses, properly mounted and secured, no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks, and no, that's it. The brake chamber, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no signs of leaks. The push rod slack adjuster, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broke, or bent. Pin and cotter key are present. Slack adjuster is mounted at a 90-degree angle with no more than 1 inch play when the rod is pulled out. The brake drum, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no excessive grooving, has no heat discoloration, is free of contaminants. The brake lining has no less than 1/4 inch of lining and has no cracks back here. Now we have the wheel. The inside of wheel, not cracked, broke, or bent, and has no illegal welds. The outside of wheel, not cracked, broke, or bent, has no illegal welds. The inside sidewall of the tire has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. The outside of tire has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, or leaks. The top of the tire appears to be properly inflated, is in good condition, and has no less than 4/32 inch of tread. The lug nuts are tight, not missing, and have no rust. Hub oil seal, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. It is not damaged. All nuts and bolts are present and there is no leaking. Valve stem and cap, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broke, or bent. They are not missing. And at this point, I will check and ensure that the steer tires are 110 PSI. And that concludes the front of tractor pre-trip. So that was just the front of the tractor pre-trip. I do know that I have a little bit of freshen up to do on that, but I think it's going pretty good for my third day of CDL school. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to really focus on the back of tractor, do that for a few days, and then focus really hard on the trailer. Right. So I'm going to break this down into 3 systems, and I think I'll be fairly good by the 3rd week, if not sooner. So any questions, any comments, go ahead and leave that down below. Peace.